What up, y'all? It's Kari. I'm back with another video. Let's get straight into it, bro. But I can say that I'm done with this shit, dog. I'm done. I'm done. I'm not forcing it no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna force myself to do anything I don't want to do, to be somebody I'm not. I'm not finna force relationships. I'm not forcing nothing. I'm not forcing no relationships, no friendships, no, nothing. Check this. I don't even force myself to make YouTube videos. I'ma just let everything flow. What they say, I'm in my flow state. And I had a bad problem specifically with forcing relationships. I guess because I wanted a girlfriend, like a real girlfriend, for the longest. And then I actually got one, and we used to live together. Yeah, that shit is not all that. It's not. It's really not. You know what I'm saying? And I can say it's not because like women not shit. That's not the case. It's really the fact that I rush stuff and I force shit. I force things. You know what I'm saying? First part I do is I rush into stuff. I rush into relationships. I don't think that's good. I think it's best to take your time, let that shit cook, get to know somebody, before you just, rush into anything. And then I'm kind of taking that with my whole life. Same thing with YouTube. I'm not finna force myself to make content. I'm just gonna let it flow. I'm gonna make the content that I wanna make. I'm gonna make videos that's on my heart. If y'all like it, y'all like it. If you don't, you don't. But the thing is, I noticed that when I don't force videos, I'm not just go with the flow, I go with my heart flow. I just go with my heart flow. Even if the video don't do good right then, it does good later on down the line because I was just so authentic with it. So I'm doing that with everything in my life. Not forcing relationships, taking my time to get to know somebody. Not forcing that person to understand me. Not forcing that person to respect me. I'm not forcing myself to try to get along with that person, try to make the relationship not toxic. I'm gonna get it out the way. I'm gonna let it go and let God. You know what I'm saying? I'ma just let it go. You know what I'm saying? Let it go. Let that shit go and let everything else flow. You know what I'm saying? I'm not forcing interactions. I'm not forcing conversations. I'm not forcing relationships, even with certain family members. It was last year, I was hitting up certain family members, calling, trying to check up on them. They act like they didn't want to answer the phone and all this and that. I stopped doing that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna force no interaction. I'm not finna be the first person always reaching out, always trying to make things better. I ain't doing that no more. I just had to really take a step back and really just let myself just chill, just flow. Even with YouTube, I used to, a couple years ago, I was kind of forcing myself to make YouTube videos, and I was doing good, but I was like, oh, you gotta drop a video every day of the week, every week. 5 videos a week, 3 videos a week. And that's cool and all. And I feel like one day I will get to that. But that's just when I have the time, when I have the energy and the mindset to do that. Right now, I'm just going with the flow. I'm going with what I feel. You feel me? I'm going off my heart and with what I feel. And that's very feminine energy. But I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? I really don't care. But that's just the way I'm doing it now. I'm not forcing nothing no more. I'm done doing that. I'm done. I'ma just go with my move, go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? Just what they say, I'm in my flow state, but I say that I'm in my heart flow state. My videos come out a lot better. My connections, my relationships come out a lot better when I take my time and be authentic with it. Because I can only be me. I can't show up, for example, with this YouTube video. I can't show up and talk about things that I don't really care about. You know what I'm saying? I just can't do it. I just cannot do it. I can't go with what's trending, what's popping just for views. And y'all know that I do not create content for views. I don't create content to go viral. I don't even create content to make money. I create content to express myself and one day network, which, you know, I want to start a clothing brand, and I feel like my content could help me promote my brand by simply just wearing my clothes. But that's it, bro. Like, I'm not forcing nothing. I don't force relationships. I'm not forcing people to respect me. I'm gonna say it one time. I'm gonna say it one time to let you know, you don't cross that line. After that, it's not too many times where you can disrespect me, where you can, try to pull a wool over my head or whatever before I just cut you off. Like, I'll be 24 in June. I'm done. I'm done with this shit, dog. I'm done forcing relationships. I'm done forcing friendships. I'm done forcing myself to do certain things. I'm not doing that no more. Like, it's not in me. You know what I'm saying? And it's draining. I'm already trying my best to gain and maintain and work my way to a point to where I have all my 24. That's all I want in life, is my 24. My 24. What do I mean by my 24? My 24 hours in a day. I want my 24 hours in a day where I don't have to do nothing and I can still be living comfortably and making money. I can wake up 24 hours and do whatever the fuck I want to do. I don't have to do anything. That's my goal. You feel me? So, I mean by that, like, I don't have to punch no clock. I don't gotta go and make no phone calls to make some money. I ain't gotta do nothing. Shit just flowing. I wanna be in a flow state for the rest of my life, bro. I don't wanna force nothing. That is draining. If I feel like I gotta force the relationship, I'm not gonna do it. I will. I used to feel bad for trying to, trying not to fix things, especially in like intimate relationships, right? So I would try to fix things when things went wrong, or try to fix the problem, or if she had an attitude with me or mad at me, I try to fix it. I'm not doing that no more. I'm just politely get out your way. I'm not finna fix nothing, especially when I knew I wasn't a problem in the first place. You feel me? Same thing with friendships, same thing with relationships, same thing with this YouTube channel. I'm not finna just come on here and just force myself to do content and force myself to upload videos. I'm not doing that no more. Y'all just gonna have to get the real, authentic me, which I think that y'all would appreciate that way more than me forcing myself to talk about some shit that I do not care about. You know what I'm saying? Or talking about what's popping, what's trendy. Sometimes I'll hop on trends or waves and, it'll make me say something because I feel like it's on my heart. But if it's not on my heart, I'm not entertaining it. I'm not, bro. Like, I'm in my heart state, my heart flow. Because everything else is draining. Like, when you put energy towards stuff that you don't really care about, you don't really care for, and you're forcing yourself to do things and be a certain way, it gets draining. It gets draining as hell. Like, if you in a relationship and you forcing things to be right, that person not mean you halfway, I advise you to cut them off. You know what I'm saying? I made mistakes in the past of forcing relationships and rushing into things instead of taking my time to getting to know a person. And then when you take your time to get to know somebody, and then they trying to force you into something that you don't want to be in, at that moment, like, you wouldn't mind being in a relationship, but you just don't want to be in a relationship right then and there. You just still want to take your time, and they're trying to force you into one. You might as well go ahead and cut them off, dog. You might as well go and cut them off, because I'm not finna force myself to get in a relationship knowing I don't want to be in no relationship. I don't give a damn how many feelings you done caught, how much sex we done had. I don't care. Because from the jump, I told you, I don't want to rush into no relationship. We can take our time to get to know each other, however. But I'm not going to feel obligated to get in a relationship with you. You feel me? This can kind of go for like friendships, family and stuff. If I'm reaching out, calling, saying what's up, trying to speak, and you don't want to talk, you don't want to respond, I'm not finna force it. I'm gonna get out your way. Simple. I can say that, like, I don't really reach out to a lot of people, but if you call me, I'm gonna pick up the phone. Family, friends, when you call me, I'll pick up the phone and I'll have a conversation with you, even if I didn't reach out to you. You know what I'm saying? But when you call me, I'm gonna pick up. That's just how I am, unless I'm at work or doing something. But I'm gonna pick up that phone. But I noticed, in the past before, which I had been stopped doing it, but I would call certain people, they wouldn't pick up the phone. I ain't finna keep on forcing this shit. I ain't doing it. I'm done doing that. I'm done forcing relationships. I'm just let everything flow. You know what I'm saying? You give me a hard time, you can go. Flow your ass right up out my life. Simple. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna keep putting energy into things that I don't get reciprocated energy back. You feel me? I'm not finna keep doing that. Because at that point, I'll be putting all this extra energy and I'm not getting a return on my investment, so I'm finna invest in myself. Call me selfish, call me a narcissist, whatever. It is what it is, dog. Like, ain't nobody gonna keep on forcing themselves onto people. That's draining. It's draining, and it make you not want to be involved with them anymore. Same thing with anything, really. Like, even with my YouTube, I'm not gonna force myself to create content. I'm gonna create it when I got the time and the energy and when it's on my heart. But I'm not gonna force myself to create content, because it's gonna become draining and it's not gonna be fun anymore. It's not gonna be. I won't be freely expressing myself. It's gonna become draining. Everything is easier when I'm in a flow state and I just let ideas and thoughts come up off of my mind. I'll even tell y'all this secret. I have hella videos, topics that come across my mind daily throughout the weeks, and I put it in my notes. And then I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna make a video about that. And to come the weekend, I make a video about something totally different. I go with what's on my heart. That was on my heart at the time, but I was probably at work. I was probably doing something out in public to where I couldn't just stop, drop, and make a video. When I get to that point, that's why I want my 24 hours. When I get to that point, then I'll do that. But as of right now, I'm just going with the heart flow. Whenever I have the time and the energy and it's on my heart, boom, I'm going to create. I'm going to go with my move. I'm taking this and applying it to my life. Even when shooting my shot with women, I see fine ass women all the time throughout Houston. But I'm not finna shoot my shot until I feel like I'm ready to. And it depends on like who it is. Cause like I see fine ass women all the time, but I don't be wanting to approach them. It's only certain ones that I be like, oh yeah, I'm finna approach them. Feel me? And I'll tell y'all how that be going for me, but I'm not forcing nothing. I'm in a flow state. You know what I'm saying? I'm just flowing. I'm just going with the flow. Floating, Life becomes a lot simpler when you just follow your heart. I'm gonna follow my heart and I'm gonna take what comes with it. You know what I'm saying? But that's pretty much it for this video. I just wanted to vent to y'all right quick about that. I hope y'all like, comment, and subscribe. I'm out of here.